Hello everyone, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and welcome back to another video of Life of Pacific. And today's video is an eBay video, and what I want to talk about today is I made a new account, and it's not really new because it's the same account I sold the mug on, but it's a couple struggles I've had with the new account. Budgeting out money for this eBay thing has been a little challenging because when it comes to business, I spend a little bit too much money, right? Like, I had already made this, like, kind of budget where I'm like, I'm going to save extra dollars today, right? Like, I saved some extra money out of my paycheck. And then I went and that savings ended up getting spent on stuff. So, that is a skill that I was like, I watched it happen and I'm like, oh crap, no, stop, don't do this again. So that was weird. But yeah, so I'm selling Nintendo games here, Nintendo stuff. Let me grab some stuff that I found. This one, let me make sure that the guy can see. This is a gray Zelda 2 cartridge. Oh look, the camera's reversed. Hold on a second. There we go. So we have Adventure of Link, Zelda 2. This game I never played, but I know of its existence because people. 10-Gen Pac-Man. So I thought this was a cool game. It's just Pac-Man on the NES. Gold Zelda 2 cartridge. Right, this is just some of the games. And Legend of Zelda. Just normal Zelda. I have probably 4 Gold Zeldas. 3 Zelda 2s. That gray Zelda. I have some puzzles. I have some hunting mugs that I got for free off of Facebook. I have NES console. I got the Zapper. The Zapper was interesting. So this is the Zapper. You basically just aim at the TV like this. It has to be an old TV. And you shoot stuff with the Zapper. Really cool. Like, it's the 80s, man. Like, the Wii, nothing on the NES, right? It's a freaking 16-bit thing. Can do a Zapper gun. And of course I have the console, and I have some other games like Mario and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But it's kind of cool because eBay, you know, I learned to do it. My dad was like, hey, can you start selling Hot Wheels? And I sold some of his Hot Wheels and his other car. He's a car guy. I sold some car kits. So, like purple freaking, what is it, 1995 Prowlers. I think that's what it is. And 1969 and 70 and 71 and 68 muscle cars. You know, I can look at them and be like, it's about this much. And I'm like, oh crap, it actually is. But the Zapper, man, like, the Zapper I thought was hard to find. This is what surprised me. I thought the Zapper was hard to find. It's not. The Gold Zelda cartridge, I thought it was easy to get a good deal on. It's not. So it's cool doing research. I got a whole spreadsheet of stuff. But, one of the problems is my account has a limit on it, right? So it has a 10 item per month limit. So I can only post 10 items a month. And the value is $1,000, which doesn't really bother me because it's like almost impossible for me to reach it. So then I run into this problem, right? So let me use these mugs as an example. Right, so I have, this is what I did is I had these mugs. So this is a red penguin mug from Norfolk, and this is a blue one, blue snowman mug, and I posted them on eBay, and you know, I got the prices wrong and all that, but they got views, so you know, that's that. But then it's like that uses 2 items when I could combine them as one item, right? Like this, sell both of them as one item, make the shipping kind of lower and the profit a little bit less, or a little bit more, you know, depending on, because some people are weird like that. Like they'll buy 2 items at once, and they're like, oh, they're together, you get more money from it, you know, type deal. Airplane, silence. It's kind of weird, but I don't know, eBay culture, right? And so that's how I'm circumventing my my limit. So this is what happens. So I have this orange Zapper, right? Orange Zapper. And I have a Nintendo console. I don't want to pick up the console. I have a Nintendo console. and a controller and a Mario cartridge, right? And this has Duck on it. So I post that. Yeah, post that. And then what happened was I posted it, and then I'm like, well, I could get a gray zapper. And so I found a gray zapper in Hogan's Alley in Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. So I'm like, well, you know, I noticed there's not a lot of movement when it comes to the individual stuff, but the stuff that I saw a little bit more movement of, at least in the recent days, was like NES with 4 games or whatever. So I'm like, well, I have extra controllers. So now I made it an NES with 2 controllers, an orange zapper, a gray zapper, and 4 games. And I bumped up the price. You know, because I'm not going to keep it the same price and add stuff, you know. So we'll see how that does. I'm hoping that that does well, because that kind of makes it so the shipping, you know, if you add small items, I noticed that you don't have to really worry about shipping prices, you know, making it like, oh, you added this, it's got to ship for more expensive. But what I think is really cool is, like, if I sell it, right, it's kind of like 10% of this 2 weeks payout, 10% of this week's 2 weeks paycheck, because I get paid every 2 weeks. So it's like 10% of that, 10% of that, 10% of that. Like, if I sold it, it's like I get all the money back, right? Instead of selling it individually, and it saves me car trips. And so I want to try that out. I'm trying out making lots, you know, eBay lots. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm trying to make eBay lots. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's gonna sell or not. I have no expectations. I'm gonna try to get it to sell. I've been experimenting with different types of pictures too. That's a skill I got from Photoshop, was taking different pictures. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. Is I'm focusing on retro games, because playing video games with my brothers, you know, we were a gamer family. So when I was young and the GameCube came out, there was also the N64 and also the Super Nintendo and also the Nintendo. Like, a lot of Nintendo games that my friend Connor, who's really good at Call of Duty, like, absolutely sucks at. Like, he sucks at Mario. He sucks at Mario, and I'm really good at Mario. So it's kind of cool that I saw these games, and I know the valuable ones sometimes versus the not valuable ones. And little nuances and little, like, controller details, right? Like, if I get a NES controller, I make sure that the buttons aren't sticky. Or I make sure someone's name isn't written on the cartridge. Or I figure out how to take the name off the cartridge, you know. Things like that. And I look for those kinds of things for deals and stuff. And so eBay flipping, by the way, in case you don't know, is you buy something that, let's say it's $1 and it's going for $9 on eBay, and you sell it for $9. So yeah, that's really it for this video. Just telling you guys about what I'm doing with eBay. That's a general overview. I've never explained it like that before. It's basically that you flip stuff. You buy low, you sell high, but it's physical items rather than stocks. So yeah, that's all I really had to say. If you guys want me to talk about anything specific, I don't really want to give you tips. I'm not experienced. Don't take advice from me. This is just kind of me almost vlogging about learning. I think that's what it is. Vlogging about learning and trying new things. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can tell me in the comments below. Subscribe for more vlogs on eBay. I'm Pacific, the Casual Gamer. This is Life of Pacific. And I'll see you guys in the next one.